Magandang araw. Nandito po tayo sa unang lesson ng Hugot Sipnayan. Ang Hugot Sipnayan ay bahagi ng aking personal vlog na tinatawag kong Biyaheng Real Life TV. Dito sa bahaging ito, magbibigay po tayo ng thematics tutorial. Ang focus ko ay ang high school student. For our first lessons, we're going to deal with factoring, greatest common factor. So we're going to choose from our two modes for this video. We have the series mode and the Hugot mode. So we're going to choose the series mode. So let's have some definition of terms. So factoring is a process of finding factors of a given product. It's the reverse of multiplication. So let's have some example. We tend to look that 6 is a product. So ang ating 6 ay product. Yung 2 at 3 ay factor. Ibig sabihin, yung 6 na yon ay galing sa 2 at 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Same thing with 1 at 6. 1 times 6 is definitely 6. So, 2 and 3 are tend to be the factor. Pag sinabing factor kasi, factoring, naghanap tayo ng dalawang numero o dalawang expression kung algebra ang pinag-uusapan natin, na pwede natin pag-multiplyin para makuha yung product. In short, sa factoring, para tayo nagdi-divide o tinatawag nating division. Kaya nga sabi dito sa atin, ang factoring ang reverse ng multiplication. So here we consider 6 as a product, and 2 and 3, and 1 and 6 as the factors. Different types of factoring. Tayo tatawag na greatest common monomial. We have general trinomial, where a equals to 1 and a is greater than 1. We have difference of 2 square, we have perfect square trinomial, we have the sum and difference of 2 cubes, and we have factoring by grouping. But for our first lesson today, we're going to discuss greatest common monomial. Ano ba yung objective natin ngayong araw na to? Ang objective natin ay malaman yung process kung papaano mag-factor gamit ang common monomial factor at saka kung paano mag-factor ng mga polynomial na meron nito na completely. Ano nga ba yung greatest common monomial? Ang greatest common monomial para siyang reverse ng distributive method. Dito kasi sa distributive method, yung A, i-multiply natin. When you distribute A, using this expression, ito nasa baba, pag distribute natin yung A times B is AB. Ito yung AB yun. Yung A times C, AC. Ibig sabihin, dinidistribute natin siya by multiplying it to the whole equation. Yung tinatawag na distribution method. Ngayon, sa atin namang greatest common monomial, factoring ng greatest common monomial, baliktad. Kung ang sa distributive method, mula dito, papunta dito, ang gagawin natin guys, sa greatest common monomial, pabaliktad. From AB plus AC, gagawin po natin A quantity B. A quantity B plus C. Hanapin natin yung common factor nung first term ng polynomial, second term ng polynomial, o may third term o fourth term siya, at ihiwalay natin sa equation. So, paghiwalay natin yung dalawang factor using common monomial factor. Okay, let us recall distributive method. If we're going to have distributive method, let us use the example dito. So, for example, we multiplying 4 by 3a plus 4. So, iisa-isahin natin siya kasi sa distributive method, inisa-isa siya. 4 times 3 multiplied by a is definitely a 12a. So, inisa-isa natin siya. Yung sa baba naman, 4 times 4 is 16. So, yun po yung 16 na yun. So, dito parang sinasabi natin na yung a ay yung 4. Samantalang yung 3a naman, siya yung b kanina. Tapos dito, may plus sign tayo dito, which is a process. We have c. Pag sinulat natin siya, a times b, yun yung ab. A times c is AC. Ito yung distributive method. So let's apply for the second example. We have negative 2x squared multiplied by 2x minus 1. Remember, when we trying to multiply different terms, alalahanin natin yung rules for integers. We multiplying by positive to positive, definitely ang sagot ay positive. Kapag negative to positive, ay negative. In short, kapag same sign, positive. For example, negative to negative, positive po yun. Pag positive positive, positive po yun. Pag negative to positive o positive to negative, basta magkaiba ang sign, negative po tayo dyan. Let's apply to the example number 2. So we have negative 2x squared, quantity 2x minus 1. So we have negative 2x here. So negative 2x times 2x, that's negative 4x cubed. So dito, ina-add natin yung exponent. So we have negative 2x squared times negative 1, that is positive 2x squared. So, negative, positive, kaya po to ay negative. Negative, negative, kaya po to ay positive. Next example. So, we have 3x squared y, quantity 4x cubed, y minus 5. So, 3x squared y, multiply natin sa first term, we have 3 and 4 to be multiplied. So, pagsasamahin po natin yan, pag-multiply natin. So, 3 times 4 is 12. So, yung x squared natin, meron tayong x cube, pag-addin po natin yung exponent niya. Since parehas ang base, so 3 plus 4, rather, 2 plus 3 is definitely x raised to 5. So, y, we have the exponent of y, which is 1. Meron din po tayo dun sa kabila, which is 1. So, we have 1 here, and another 1 here. So, y, 1 plus 1, that's definitely 2. This one is said to be 2. Yan. Technical difficulty po yun. So, we have negative 5 times 3. That's negative 15. We just need to copy x squared y since wala naman pong variable yung nasa second term. So, ano ba yung kailangan alalahanin dito? When we are multiplying constant by constant, we apply the rule for integers. So, yun po. Saka for the variables, for the same variables, add their exponents. So, add their exponents. So, copy the remaining Pag sinabi pong greatest common factor, ito po yung highest number na pwede mong i-divide dun sa parehas ng numero. O sa dalawang numero na kung saan dapat ang sagot, walang remainder. So, ito po yung example. So, find the greatest common factor of the following number. So, kailangan natin itong malaman. Kailangan natin malaman ng rule muna para tayo mapag-divide ng greatest common monomial. Kailangan natin malaman muna yung rules for greatest common factor at saka dun sa mga variable with exponent. So, after natin malaman yung dalawang rules na yon, pwede tayo gumamit ng greatest common monomial. So, for greatest common factor, try natin yung ginagamit natin during grade 7. Yung prime factorization. So, let us try to use the first example, which is 16 and 28. So, for 16, we get 4 times 4. So, ito po yung 4 times 4. We try to factor it out. So, 4 can be 2 times 2. So, another 4 will be 2 times 2. Kaya pag prime factor natin siya, o yung sinasabi nating factor 3, nung kayo elementary or grade 7, tandaan niyo po ba yun? So, yun po yung factor 3. So, dito naman, let's have another. We have here 28. So, 7 times 4 equals 2. So, 7, yung from 4, 2 times 2. Ngayon, anong gagawin natin para malaman yung greatest common factor? We look for the common number. So, dito, nalagyan na nila. Common yung 2. Nalagyan na nila. Dapat wala pa yung kanina, pero nalagay na. So, 2 times 2, yun po ay 4. Ibig sabihin, yung highest possible number na pwede mong i-divide sa 14 as a 28, definitely, that is 4. So, let's have for the next example. We have 36 and 48. So, we have the first prime factorization for 36 is 12 times 3. So, 3, yung 12 po natin, pwede pa natin pababain into 3 times 4. So, magkakameron po tayo ng 3 times 3 times 2 times 2. So, yun po yung tatawag nating 36. So, for 48 po, meron tayong 12 times 4, 3 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So, pag pinagsama-sama natin yun, 48 po yun. Ito pa lang, sa unang bahagi pa naman ng frame factorization, kita na natin kung ano yung tawag nating greatest common factor. Ito yung 12. Kasi nyo, pag pinalit natin yung numero, 2 times 2 is 4 times 3, 12 po yun. Kasi natin sa frame factorization, pinalilit natin yung number. Pinalilit natin siya hanggang makuha natin yung mga posibleng factor. Pero kung kaya nyo naman nang wala nang paliitin ng number, mas maganda yun. Mas madali siyang sagutan. Let's try to apply them do sa mga natatawag natin na variable. Kung meron tayong dalawang example of a squared, b, c squared, tapos meron pa tayong a squared, b squared, c cube. So, dalawa siyang variable. So, kung napapansin nyo dito, pinag-iwahiwalay natin siya base doon sa number na exponent niya. We have a squared here, dalawa, kaya a times a. We have b, isa. We have c squared, dalawa. So, dito, we also have a squared here, a, and another a. We have b squared, we have dalawang b. So, c cube, we have tatlong c. Tapos, kung napapansin ninyo, parehas ang ginawa natin sa frame factorization ng constant, kinuha din natin yung parehas sa kanilang dalawa. Kaya po ang ginawa natin, kinuha natin si a at saka si a, dalawang a, kaya po tayo tatawag na a squared. Dito po nang galing yun. Yung b naman, yung dahil common yung b, ito po siya. Yung c, which is tend to be common, ito po yung c tinatawag. C. So, medyo nawala lang yung isang ano. So, technical difficulty tayo yun, nawala yung isa yun. Yung another common. So, yung c squared na tinatawag natin. Okay? So, we have a squared, we have b, we have c squared. So, for the next item, we have 12x squared, y cube, z squared, and have 36x squared, y, z. So, ngayon, present yung gagawin natin. Pagsasamaan lang natin yung rule. Yung 12, pag pinahaba nyo, ganyan na nakalalabasan niya. Pag ginamit naman natin yung 36, ganyan din ang kalalabasan niya. Pinagawa-hiwalay lang natin. Alisin yung mga common. Ganon. Binilugan siya. Ngayon, pag pinagsama-sama natin yung may bilog, we have here 3. Yun yung 3 ngayon. We have 2. Yun po yung 2. We have another 2 here. We have double x squared. We have a y. And we have a c. So, ito yung rule. Kung nahihirapan kayo guys na alamin siya, yung magpa-prime factorization ka pa, sobrang tagal nun. Kaya ang gagawin mo, we apply some rules, technique, kumbaga. Kung isasolve mo yung greatest common factor, hanapin mo lang yung pinakamataas numero. By division, syempre. By multiplying or by product, pwede mo siyang hanapin agad. In terms of variable naman, hanapin mo yung common variable na may lowest exponent. Ito may example na ito. Yung x squared tayo, meron tayong dalawang variable dito. So, yung variable tayo ng x. May variable na y, may variable na c. So, pansinin nyo, ang may pinakamababang exponent ay yung x squared. Kaya po pareha silang kinuha, which is x squared. Dito may y cube, meron tayong y. So, baba syempre yung y, kaya po yung y ang kinuha natin. Dito, z squared, z. So, kinuha natin yung z kasi mas mababa exponent niya. Ibig sabihin, if we're trying to look for greatest common factor, sa number, hanapin lang natin yung pinakamataas ng number na pwede mong i-divide yung dalawang numero o tatlong numero, kung meron man. In terms of variable, ang gagawin nyo guys, hanapin mo lang yung variable na may pinakamababang exponent. At siya yung magiging mong greatest common factor. Now, let's proceed to the main lesson po natin. Main lesson natin ay yung greatest common factor. Let's try to factor out the following term on our video. So, ito po yung ating ipapactor. So, una, siyempre, isolve mo yung greatest common factor muna. So, we have 12 and 36. So, pag pinaktor mo siya, gumamit ka ng prime factorization, mabilis ka, meron kang 12. So, hanapin naman natin yung may lowest exponent. Dito, kung napapansin nyo guys, x squared, x squared. So, x squared ang kukunin natin, syempre. Sa y, syempre, y cube, y, we have y. We have z squared, z. Kaya z ang kinuha natin. So, we're going to divide them by subtracting the number of exponent. In terms of number naman, divide lang natin yung 12 dun sa given number. Ito po yung given number natin. Given natin equation. We have the greatest common factor o monomial. Pag dinivide natin itong greatest common monomial dun sa first term natin, so 12 divided by 12 is 1. We have x squared dito, x squared. So x squared divided by x squared is 1. So y cube and y squared po yun. Z squared and z. Ang ginawa natin guys doon ay binawas natin yung exponent. For the next item, yun, 36 divided by 12. So, yun po ay 3. X squared, that's 1. We have y and y, 1. Z and z, 1. Ang natira lang natin yung 36 divided by 12, which is 3. Pag pinagsama natin yung dalawang numero, we have 12x squared, yz, quantity y squared, z plus 3. So, pinagsama natin yung dalawa, yun ang matitira po nating equation. So, let's have another example here. So, marami tayong technical difficulty. Ito nga yung first lesson natin. Kung gagamitin natin itong guys, yung first term natin, so, pakibasa na lang po sa ating screen. Pansin ninyo, yung unang term natin dito, matitira natin dito yung common natin, yung x, y, z sa mga variable. So, hanapin natin yung lowest exponent, syempre. Yun nga ating rule nga natin. So, lowest exponent natin dito, syempre, ay yung z. X pala rather. For x, syempre, yung may exponent na 1. For y, ganun din. Sa z, ganun din. So, if we divide yung x, y, z natin dun sa given term, eto yung lalabas. So, dinivide natin to dito, may x matitira. Dinivide natin to dito, may y na matitira. Divide natin to dito, may z na matitira. Ang kailangan mo lang alamin ay bawasan yung exponent. Tanggalin yung exponent by subtracting them. Let's apply the same rule dun sa ating second example. We have 14 and 4. So, ang common natin sa 14 at saka sa 4 ay 2. Kaya po nakuha natin yung 2 dito. We have m squared. We have an m. So, definitely, lowest exponent for natin for m is m. In terms of n naman, we have n squared, we have n cubed. Ang low exponent po natin ay n squared. So, let us divide them. So, 14 divided by 2 is definitely a 7. M squared divided by m, that is m. Ganun din ang gagawin natin. 4m n cubed divided by 2m n squared. Ang matitira po natin ay 2n. So, pag in-apply po natin to, multiply natin, lalabas po yung natawag natin 14m squared, n squared minus 4m n cubed. Pag multiply po natin. So, for example number 3, 4, and 5, try nyo po, try natin gamitin. So, ano nga ba yung greatest common factor for number 3? Since sa variable, wala naman tayong pares letter, dun tayo sa number. Ang common dun sa number, we have 50 and 50. So, common ay 50. Siya yung greatest common factor natin. Pag dinivide natin yung 50 sa 50a, tsaka 50b, lalabas natin yung 50. Matitira natin ay a at b. So, 50 divided by 50a. So, na-omit yung 50, matitira si a. So, 50b, medyo 50b divided by 50, matitira ay si b. So, for the next item natin, number 4. So, ano yung, Ano yung ating gagamitin natin diyan? We're going to use a 3x. 3x divided by 3x squared. So 3 ay 1, x squared and x ay x. Tapos po we have 9x squared. So 9x divided by 3x is 3. And we just copy y. We have 2x squared. So 2x squared divided by, yun po yung ating greatest common factor. So 2x squared and 12xy. So common sa 2 at sa 12 ay 2. Sa x squared natin, meron tayong x. So common natin dyan ay x. For both of y, yun, tatanggalin natin si y, matitira yung y. Okay? So after dividing, ito po yung ating magiging sagot. Ay, medyo may mali pa. Sorry. Technical difficulty. First time po to. Dapat pala ito ay wala na. Sorry. Dapat ito ay wala na. Ayan. Sorry. Dapat kasi x dinivide natin. Okay. So, to determine the greatest common factor, syempre, we follow a certain rule. Syempre, isosolve muna natin po yung greatest common factor ng constant bago po yun natin i-apply yung sa number, tapos saka natin i-divide siya. Guys, do not forget, i-follow yung rule na ginamit natin dun. At saka guys, huwag niyong kalimutan, kung yung process pag ginamit na process dun sa inyong polynomial addition, do not forget to write plus sign. Kapag naman subtraction, minus sign. So guys, thank you for the first lesson po natin sa Hugot Sipnayan. So, if you really want to know better, so paki-follow na lang po yung aking Facebook account. So, I hope you learned something. Medyo marami pa dapat i-improve. Marami pang kailangan gawing improvement yung ating video. Lalo na yung PowerPoint. Pero I will try my best para magawa siya. Ang yun naman ay unang serious mode natin. Try natin naman sa hugot mode later. Try natin humugot ng humugot. Ito po yung mga social media account ko. We have yung personal ko, isa sa YouTube. If you really want to know better sa math, login lang po kayo. Try nyo pong tingnan para maging mas magaling po kayo. So, thank you po. God bless. Ingat po kayo mga ka-real life.